Hello everybody, back here again for another vlog a day. Today is the 15th, day after Valentine's Day. Basically the card I sent my wife, giving her a hard time about, at least my card was more than she did. Kind of didn't go over great, but the second card was much better, and she actually responded back to it with an email and saying how much better it was. So I think she got the joke. That's the only thing that really matters, whether or not she caught the humor in it. That's the only thing I was after there mostly. So one of the things with the weather here again, we have just this crazy warm snap going on. This is by far the warmest winter we've ever had here in Iowa that I can recall. And it's amazing. It's kind of crappy at times for some people who are working outside, especially guys doing construction crew and that, because the ground hasn't ever set up yet. So it's making it hard to move heavier equipment around. Same as some farmers are having a hard time getting a lot of their equipment moved around in and out of the fields and stuff. So it's kind of being a bit of a pain in the butt. The other thing we're going to have, I think, is a really bad situation come next spring and summer, because we do get a lot of the moisture in our ground from the snow fall over the winter. As it melts down, even throughout the winter, it soaks in the ground good, gives us nice good, just a nice water, build up in the ground. So we're going to have a really hard time keeping our crops moist this spring if we don't get a nice amount of rainfall. If we end up like we did last spring and summer, especially in the spring, it seemed like all we got was monsoons, just crazy amounts of downpour, hardcore rain. And the problem with the real fast, hard rains like that is when you haven't got good slow rains to soak in the ground, the hard rains just run off and basically wash out all the ditches, wash out the creeks and that, and end up knocking out bridges. We have some flash flooding that happens from it. What you really need is a nice, good, slow, steady, I want to say almost a mist, but not really, just a nice drizzle works great over a 24-hour period. And 2 or 3 inches over 24 hours is going to do you 10 times as much good as 5 or 6 inches will in an hour, which we had some just crazy downpours last year. So I'm hoping we don't have that this year. Who knows? If not, I'm hoping we also will get at least a couple good heavy snowfalls that'll build up a lot, not to really soak in the ground and give us some moisture we're definitely going to need. I'm thinking about trying to put in a little garden patch next year. It'll be like a raised bed thing. I'm not really looking to do anything real major or massive gardening. I like the idea of raised bed for the simple fact that you get to bring all your own dirt in, and you can basically mend the soil as you're putting it in. It seems like a much easier way to run the process. So other than that, the days went pretty well today. Haven't really had any problems. We did have a nice little amount of kind of like a weird sprinkly rain all day today, but it's been warm enough. We haven't had to worry about any freezing, none of that junk. It's also supposed to stay above freezing all night tonight, so that'll be interesting. I am planning on heading up to Des Moines tomorrow. I'm going to go pick up some lumber and that and just kind of do some running. I'm looking for my mom a car also. I might have found her a Cavalier that I need to stop by and look at for her. She's needing to get another car. The Toyota's still running all right. I mean, it's doing great. Just it needs a handful of little things that it's getting to the point where the major thing it needs is a new power steering pump. And the hoses are leaking, the pump's leaking. I'm not sure where it is exactly. So it's getting to the point where that needs to be completely replaced. And the pump itself is like $250, I think it was. All the hoses and all, it's going to be another $100 easily. And then you figure the labor, because it's kind of, I don't know, it's in a weird spot the way that 4-wheel drive setup is up front. It's hard to get to easily. So you're looking at another probably $300 in labor. So now we're into that $600-700 range on a vehicle that I paid $1,000 for over 4 years ago. So definitely not what I think we're looking to spend on it. And she's also not really liking climbing up and into the truck as much as she used to like. So she's got an amount of money to spend. I don't think we're going to find her anything worth a crap in that price range. So I'm going to probably end up going ahead and putting some extra with it to get her something a little bit nicer, hopefully. Also, she hasn't got her tax money back yet, but I'm looking. If I find something, I'll go ahead and just buy it for her. I might pick up that Cavalier tomorrow if it's nice. Hopefully it's good enough that we can be happy with it, and I'll pick it up tomorrow. I don't know, run up this weekend after that with a trailer, drag it back home as opposed to taking 2 people and driving it back. Just seems like it's easier that way sometimes. So, and then when she gets her tax money, she can give me that part of it, and then also we can go about selling the Toyota at some point, and hopefully we can get rid of it. That'll get her a couple extra bucks that way too. So the Toyota is in that weird level of, it's definitely a nice enough vehicle. Somebody wants to put the time and money into it, but it also could be like sent to the scrapyard just about as easily. So it was originally a plan to have a small block Chevy thrown in it and turn it into an off-road toy, but she wanted it, so it kind of got moved to that process instead. So who knows, maybe I'll keep it as a toy to go play with off in the mud and the timber. So anyway, hope you guys are enjoying this vlog-a-day thing I've got going on here, and let me know. Please feel free to rate, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions or anything you'd like me to, give my 2 cents about, feel free to go ahead and leave me a comment or shoot me an email and let me know what you're thinking there and like to hear about. So you guys be sure and have yourself a safe and wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow.